edition of Speedbowl Weekly. I'm Adele Beth Green along with the Jeff Pearl Fox Hill Racing crew. Stay with us for the next half hour because we'll have all the feature races at the Waterford Speedbowl in Waterford, Connecticut. So, sit down, strap in, and hang on. Speedbowl Weekly is next.
Race fans, tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 o'clock, it's no more Teachers Bash at the Bowl. It's the big school bus demolition derby with Fitch, New London High, NFA, and Waterford High. And that's not all. There's a giant passenger car, and it's the first ever pickup car demolition derby. Don't forget, any 1996 high school graduate will be admitted free. You just bring proof to the Waterford Speedbowl tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Be there.
I don't know, he says he has 7 weeks of bad luck. I don't believe it because he's 9th in points already. Last year he had 3 feature wins at the Waterford Speedbowl. Rob Oloski from Leith East Lyme, tell us what's going on for tonight.
Hopefully we can finish in the top 10. It's been kind of hard to get there the last 7 weeks.
Why are you saying you had all this bad luck? What's going on?
I've been black flagged, crashed, motor broke a couple times. And
what do you mean a black flag? What happened to you?
Well, the car didn't seem to want to run on the restart. Someone hit me from behind, the bumper fell off, and it started dragging, so they black flagged me.
Ouch.
Yeah, and the caution didn't come out either, so I went like 7 laps down, so...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so...
Well, what about tonight? What are you going to do tonight to fix that?
Hopefully I can get to the front, you know, better than I have been lately.
What happens if it rains tonight? We get a chance. Tomorrow, maybe if it's sunny out, you won't have any problems with it at all, right?
Yeah, at least, you know, I can take it home tonight and make it faster. You know, it's still not the way I want it.
Oh, well, what would you do to improve it?
Something in the motor. I don't know. It's just not making any power.
So tell me, how long have you been driving?
6 years. When I turned 16, I started off in an enduro car.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't do very well. Crashed it a lot.
But you kept on going?
Yeah, somehow.
So what do you want to do from here? You got the mini stocks going on. What do you want to do next?
Well, because of this year being a little rough, we want to get out of, you know, this kind of car. So I was thinking maybe Strictly or something, I think.
You think you can garner some sponsors and move up?
Yeah, we got good sponsors now, you know, but still, you know, it's pretty tight when you got a lot of bills to pay and, you know, taking whatever you can. My brother and my father and my girlfriend's father have all been helping too, you know, pay more.
That's great. They work on the crew with you too?
Yeah, they do. They do a lot for me.
Wow.
Without them, I wouldn't be here.
How did you get started? What brought you here in the first place?
I had a friend of mine who did an enduro car. His name was Paul Thurlow. And I just started helping him, and then I got interested and got my own car. And that's, you know, basically how I did.
So how do you fit it in with a full-time job?
You got, you know, certain nights you can and can't work on it, depending on, you know, when I get home or whatever. Right. But any free second I have, I like to spend on the car, because, you know, you need to work on it if you want to do good.
What would you say to somebody else that wanted to chart out just like you're doing?
It's not very hard, but if you want to do it, you got to do it right. You know, spend the money and do it right, not, you know, not do it right and then come out and just putt around, you know. It's not how you want to do it.
Okay, so you got 3 victories behind you. Maybe tonight will bring you your first victory. 9th place in points isn't bad here at the Waterford Speedbowl. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Oloski, we wish you very best of luck. Hang in there. Hang in there because we're going to have the mini stock feature next.
Kicking off action on the 22nd would be the mini stocks, led to the line by the 77 of Bruce Stevens and the 19 of John Glendenning. At the green, Stevens would jump out front as Glendenning would quickly start the fade. Moving up the challenge for the point would be the 36 of Sean LaPlante and the 23 of Al Royce. An early race caution would allow Royce to close up on Stevens for the restart. At the green, Royce would shoot to the point, followed closely by the 21 of Dennis Perry and the 67 of Brandon Fleming. Royce would start to pull away as the battle would heat up for third between Clemens and the 01 of Ernie Bertrand. overtake Perry for second at the halfway point, but the caution will fly for a spin in turn 1, involving the 26 of Pat Burns and the 16 of Dwayne Dorr. With 1 lap to go, it looked like it would be a battle to the checker between Royce and the 34 of Bruce Thomas. But Thomas would lose control of his mount in turn 2 and spin on the backstretch. Royce would take the win, followed by Tracy Golis, Ernie Bertrand, Dan Darnstadt, and Inky Green.
Hal, congratulations on your future win.
Thanks a lot.
First one in 1996. First one with a brand new car as well.
Yeah, first one with a brand new car was a tough one tonight. Bruce was right there last lap. He got in the dirt there. I slipped a little bit, and I seen him come around. We're running pretty decent tonight.
Anybody got thanked for the win?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Wilson Art International, Connecticut Plywood, Job Bill Wood Products, Southern New England Technical Computing Services, Connecticut Plywood, and Agnoli Signs.
Okay, Al, congratulations. As we'll look to see you back here in Victory Lane real soon.
With me is Michael Caprio from East Haven. In 1994, he missed by 5 points the track championship here at the Waterford Speedbowl. He has since had many victories. He's right now number 2 in points. So what do you want to do this year, Michael, to bring yourself right into that victory lane?
Just keep going the way we are, finishing top 5 finishes all year, top 10, whatever we can take. We're not trying for the points. If they come, they come. We're not, you know, we lost it by 5 points. That was the year we really wanted it, but we'll take it if it comes. If not, we're not going to worry about it. We're just here to race and win, have fun.
You saying you don't want it as badly this year as you did in 1994?
Nah, the thrill is gone now.
How can that be?
It just is. You know, the thrill was really there in 94, but it's not here no more.
Oh.
You know?
Do you think you want to be in a different division for a different thrill?
I would like to be in the late models, but the late models got to be so expensive. It's just so hard to do. You know, we're really competitive in the strictly stock division, so we'll probably just stay here another couple of years.
Hard to get some sponsors to keep you on the road?
Yeah, really hard. Especially in the late model division. The late models, the motors, you're talking almost $10,000 for a competitive motor. Here, the motors are up there in price too, but we could be competitive where we are now.
Okay. Well, tell me about the car you're driving right now.
It's a 1982 Buick Regal, and it's basically stock appearing without the letters and numbers all on it and all the windows. But
do you take care of it yourself?
Yes. Me and 2 other guys take care of it a lot.
3 guys keep you going?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So you've got a limited crew. Are you a mechanic yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
How long have you been doing this, Michael?
5 years. This is my 5th year racing.
And do you want to continue on?
Yeah, I like to. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Well, you made me feel bad here saying, you know, the thrill is gone. I know you're going to get out there. How about this year? What are you doing so far this year?
We're just trying to stay out of trouble and get in the top 5, top 10. You know, then if you finish up there, the points will come automatically.
Okay.
So.
Do you aspire to any other tracks or any other locations?
Not really.
No?
You know, I'm very happy here. We tried Thompson a few times, but the ride's long. But, you know, we ran good at Thompson a few times. We had top 10 finishes.
Yeah?
But we like Waterford.
What drew you to Waterford in the first place?
Well, we started in the Enduro class. You know, my wife got a car from her boss and said, let's just go out and have fun. We started that, and we did pretty good in that and got the money to build the strictly stock.
Your wife was driving?
No. I can barely get her to come to races now since yeah, but she has fun too.
Yes.
So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Caprio from East Haven doing a fine job. Don't worry, he's going to pull it out for this year. You never know, right? Stay with us and also pray for some sunshine so you can tune in and watch the strictly stock division next.
Strictly stock action on Saturday would see the 33 of Chuck Rogers pacing the field alongside the 61 of Phil Evans. The pair would battle side by side down the backstretch, with Evans finally getting the top spot in 3 and 4. The 83X of Ed Gersh Jr. would quickly move up under Evans to battle for the point. of Jim Babalacco would be the next driver to overtake Evans and move to second. Meanwhile, back of the pack, it was too wide racing to keep the crowd on its feet. Marty would provide some tense moments as he would go around in turns 3 and 4. Green would remain out as he would continue on. With 2 to go, Alan Coates was pushing hard, here battling 3 wide with Eric Edgerly and Joe Mancini to take 5th. Hirsch would go on for the victory, followed by Babalacco for 2nd, Ed Polito 3rd, Bill Evans 4th, and Alan Coates 5th.
Relay photographs. Now here he is. How about a nice round of applause for Ed Gertz Jr. Ed, first off, congratulations on the feature victory. This your first ever?
Yes, it is.
First ever feature victory. Guess what? We've got a special surprise for you. Strictly Stock Tech Inspector Todd Stiles was looking for a Strictly Stock main event to go green to checker, and you guys did it, and you guys have no tech tonight.
Woo! That's all I can say. I don't know what to say. This is great. I'm just so happy to get this U-Maker Racing Chevrolet to the victory circle. We've been trying for 2 years, and we did it. It's here.
It's here. Who are the sponsors on the car?
We got Greco's Auto Machine, Savin Rock Raceway, Discount Tire, S. Monaco Painting and Building, Clark's Welding, Gertz Landscaping, Shoreline Compressed Gas. I think I got them all.
Sounds like it. Okay, Ed Gertz Jr., again, congratulations on victory lane. We look to see you back here many more times in the future.
You're a rookie. I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Well, this is my first year in this division. I've run for the past 4 or 5 years in the street stock division, and we finally decided to move up to the late models to try to run with the big boys.
Eddie Reed Jr., local landscaper, right from Waterford, Connecticut. 6 years you've been driving. How many feature wins have you had so far?
I've had 15 feature wins in the strictly stock division.
15 feature wins does not make you a rookie.
Well, not in that division, but in this one it does. There's a lot to learn in this division. Guys like Phil Rondo and Tommy Fox, I mean, they're the tops in this division, so I just like to try to get as good as them guys.
Well, you haven't got far to go, I'm sure.
No, we're doing pretty good. We're finishing in the top 5 usually every week. Just try to keep consistent, you know, do the best we can.
What do you like best about this division?
There's a lot more competition. You can't really mess up in this division or you'll lose a lot of spots. Strictly stock division, you could come back from a long way. You can't really make up a lot of time in this late model division.
It's an expensive car to keep. Is it hard to get sponsors?
Yeah, it is kind of hard. I mean, being a rookie, you don't have a name for yourself yet, so it's hard to get a good sponsorship. We got a lot of good ones now.
We've heard of you, Eddie. No problem. So, okay, so you haven't had any feature wins yet for this season. What's your strategy for tonight?
I'm going to try to keep consistent every week and finish in the top 5. If I can do that, I think I can win the championship. I'd like to get a few wins my first year, but I'll take top 5s every week.
Yeah, we'll be right there cheering with you. So tell us, where do you stand in points so far?
I'm 3rd right now. I'm 34 points out of the lead behind Phil Rondo, and I'm about 6 or 8 out of 2nd place. So we can keep consistent. We might be able to do this.
Now, we understand you only lived about a block away from here, so that must mean as a young man growing up, you must have heard the roar of these cars, and it drew you here. Tell me that's true.
Well, yeah, I've been around the track since I was born. I'm a 3rd-generation driver.
Wow.
My father won the championship in 1978 here, and my grandfather drove here for a couple of years, so it's kind of in the blood now.
Sounds pretty good to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Reed Jr., local boy from Waterford, makes good. We're going to wish him the very best of luck for tonight's first victory in the late model race coming up next.
Feature action for the late models would be brought to the line by the 03 of John Faulkner and the 15 of Dean Nutting. Faulkner would jump to the point as Nutting would spin in front of the entire field. Heads-up driving would see the field get by without incident. The restart again would be led by Faulkner with the 14 of Ed Dokenhausen moving up to the front row. Faulkner would again get the jump with the 5 of Kevin Devis moving to second. The 19 of Phil Rondo is running strong early, here working under John Broward Jr. for fourth. Charles Bailey was having another fine run, here working himself into the top 5. On lap 11, Kevin Devis would attempt to go under Faulkner in turn 3. Contact between the two would send Faulkner spinning. Also involved would be the 39 of Brower, the 14 of Dokenhausen, and the 74 of Billy Boyle. Ed Reed Jr. and Phil Rondo would lead the field back to green on the restart. The two would battle side by side for 2 laps, with Rondo finally taking the top spot. Would nail down the win, followed by Bailey, Matt Kobieluk, Rob Janovic, and Ed Reed Jr.
But here's your future winner as Farmer Phil Rondo looks to climb out from behind the wheel of the 19. Phil, it's been a long time coming. Phil, it's been a tough season so far. You still are the points lead, but I guess this changes it just a bit tonight.
Oh, it makes a big difference. I'd like to thank all the sponsors, Old Mystic Marina, New Line Communications, Mayor's Construction, Marvel Auto Body, H&H, P&R Services, TJ's Cafe, Sagro Starter and Alternators. Everybody's been sticking with us this year. We've been having a rough time, you know. Just keep finishing and finishing, but thanks, Charlie. Yeah, it's just been one thing after another, but we finally made it here.
Yeah, what made the difference tonight?
Oh, we finally got some tires that sized up a little bit. They're a little bit off. I kept driving through the infield to try to get the sizes back down. So then it finally worked.
Okay, Phil, congratulations on the win. Look forward to seeing you back here in 1996 many more times.
Well, Mama said that she don't like it. She like that rock and roll. Oh, Mama, 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 you just don't know. Well, I get that feeling every time I hear the blues.
Hey, racing.
I'd like to introduce you to 26-year-old Jeff Pearl from Colchester. He's been racing here at the Waterford Speedbowl for 3 years, already has 2 feature wins under his belt, and this year we're waiting for his 3rd victory. Jeff, tell us about the 2 other victories you've had so far.
Well, my first year I was really surprised and happy to get, you know, my first victory in my first full season here, and the best thing about it was the Shoreline 125 is the biggest race they've had at Waterford in years, and I led like 90-something laps of it, you know, to take my first victory.
So you'd say you went wire to wire?
I started 3rd, and within, I would say, 5 to 10 laps I was in the lead. That's the way it came to me, and I just kept going and never looked back.
You must have been dazzling the crowd, a young guy like you, blowing the field away.
Yeah, I was so happy, you know, especially considering my father challenged me, and Todd Ceravola, we went across the line. He was right behind me, and he's a very strong competitor down here. It made me feel real well.
Is it your father that influenced you in the first place?
Yeah, he was a big part, you know, of me racing. You know, I didn't race until a later time. I drove go-karts for a while, and then it got to the point where that was starting to get too expensive. I might as well move up to something like this, so at least you get something back out of it. And here we are today.
3 years total racing. What's the best part so far?
Winning. My first year, you know, the only bad thing, I wish I had waited a little bit before I won a big race. You You know, I would have liked to start it with a regular 35 lapper and then move up. Once I got, you know, the 125 there, it was kind of, there was a lot to look forward to, but it wasn't the same winning a regular 35 lap race.
I don't know, Jeff. You should count your blessings. An awful lot of guys out here would die to have that victory behind them.
Yeah, even including my father. He's been racing for many years, and he last year just finally won his first 100-lap race. So, yeah, I was happy, and he was very proud of me also.
Got any other hopes and dreams for the rest of your career?
Yeah, you know, I'm hoping to go as far as I can. You know, I work and have a normal job and stuff like that, so as far as Winston Cup or something like that, you know, it's a dream, but, you know, I'd like to move up maybe to Tour, you know, modified Tour, you know, even Bush. You know, it's everyone's dream to move up. Can't get tired of where you're at.
Is your father part of your pit crew as well?
When he doesn't have much work to do to his car, you know, he'll be over helping us or influencing and always giving us a little extra edge on, you know, with his experience.
Who else is here working with you?
I have a few people that work full-time, well, not full-time, but guy Tommy and another guy Lee, which also runs a late model, and when he's not running that, he's helping us out. We have another guy, Jeff, and kid Timmy, and our manager of the whole team, Shelly, is in the background working, and another guy, Don, and that's basically it.
Well, that sounds great. Well, listen, tell you what, Jeff, maybe tonight we're going to watch Jeff get his first victory for this year over here at the Waterford Speedbowl. He's great. We're going to see a big career coming for him. Stay with us. The modified race is next.
Mod Squad action on the 22nd would see the field led to the line by the 1 of Paul Ingalls and the 14 of Warren Lee. Lee would quickly jump out front with Rick Knapp moving up for second. Unfortunately for Lee, Darren Meditto and Frank Mucciacciaro, they come together in 3 and 4. On the restart, the 71 of Jeff Pearl would power out front, followed by the 33 of Mark Lachanesse and the 51 of Bob Potter. Potter's ride was a rocket ship on this night, running down Pearl and going by on the high side to take over the top spot. The top 3 would go single file, but back in the pack, the action was heating up as Spalding, Broderick, and Jerry Pearl were fighting to get to the front. Up front, Potter would go on to take the win to become the all-time feature winner with 95 victories.
So Bobby Potter climbing out from behind the wheel, car number 51. Bobby, congratulations on becoming our all-time modified feature winner here at the Speedway. Bobby, how's that feel?
Feels great. Just another thing we accomplished, you know, another milestone we accomplished here. And I hope I ain't going to quit winning them right away now. Hopefully we'll get a couple more features this year. I'd like to win 100 races this year.
You'd like to win 100, so what number is this?
95.
Number 95. So you want to win 5 more feature victories this season?
Well, we're going to try our damnedest, you know. We had some bad scrapes this year, and car got dinged up pretty good. We went to Stafford last week, got dinged up. Guys worked all night on it, and we had problems last week. But all in all, you know, the guys worked real hard on it, and I'm proud of the guys because they did a hell of a job getting this car back for me and getting it running good.
Anybody else got to thank for the win?
Well, I'd like to thank all the sponsors, all the crew, and everybody that's involved with the car.
Okay, Bobby Potter, again, congratulations on your future victory.
Schoolboys, back up on the streets. Kids are far shifting down the old skate road. All the kids are dancing as the jockey spins gold. Everybody's faking that they'll never grow. Open up your door and let those late pipes roar into the wild summer nights.
Well, you can can unbuckle your seatbelts. That's it for another edition of Speedbowl Weekly. I'm Adele Beth Green. Don't forget to join us next week for more fun and fast and furious action at the Waterford Speedbowl. Good night.
You're watching WTWS.